Camcorder Cameron here. Welcome back. You know the drill. We're on episode 3. I'm watching Revenge of the Sith for the very first time. I hope we get to see Padme again. Whoa! Jump scare. War! Oh, Count Dooku. He's at it again. Okay, I don't think I've ever met General Grievous. Yeah, so I guess I'll see who General Grievous is in this movie. Okay, so I read all that. Did I understand it? No. Once again, I'm gonna be confused. But what else is new? Okay, here we go! Sunrise. Okay, this spaceship is looking very crisp. Love it. Yes!
Lock onto him, R2.
My baby R2!
Oh, I see it. Oh, this is going to be easy.
Why is Obi British? I love Skywalker's hairdo. It's giving like Heath Ledger vibes, which is a big compliment. Oof. He is flying in space. War.
We got him, R2.
They need to promote R2 to be like general or something.
In the name of...
In the name of what? What do you believe in? God? Is there a God, Obi? I want to know their religion. Space religion? It's gotta be a thing.
R2, hit the bus droid, center eye.
Yes, R2. Oh my god, I've never seen R2 get this much action. I love to see him in battle. No, they're fighting the Greyhound robots.
Take this, wait for orders.
I love R2's little arms and hands. Ooh, these guys are creepy. You can tell this movie has like money for the CGI and animation to be looking this good in 2005. I mean, I'm just comparing this to like Barbie and Rapunzel. Like the animation from Barbie and Rapunzel compared to this. Did R2 just throw up? Oh, the back kick. The Chancellor is just enjoying the show. Oh, was that his arm?
Good, Anakin, good. Kill him.
Why are you gonna do what he says? I thought we don't like Palpatine. Remember, Palpatine's evil? He stole your girl's position in the government? Don't behead him.
Remember what you told me about your mother and the Sand people?
Why are you gonna bring that up at a time like this? Don't bring up his mom after he just beheaded somebody.
He seems to be all right.
Leave him or we'll never make it.
I'm sure you would like that, Palpatine. It seems like Palpatine wants to mold Anakin into his own little person.
R2, activate elevator 3224.
I loved getting to see Anakin take control and be in charge instead of having to say, "Yes, master. Yes, master." R2, baby! Anakin needs his priorities straight. Palpatine, you let slide. R2 and Obi, you don't let them slide. No, I hate hearing him squeal.
Magnetize!
Who is that guy? Magnetize.
Emergency booster engines!
And who is that skull face guy? He's scary. I want to see these robots. Excuse me. I want to see the droids in positions of power because they are way smarter than the humans around them. They are. I know R2 is way smarter than Palpatine.
We're in a bit of a situation here. Did I miss something?
Kick him down. Ooh. Elevators are scary.
R2, get down here.
R2 is in a bunch of body parts. Have some respect.
Activate ray shields!
I love that skull face guy.
Don't move.
Oh my god, they did not just kick him. It's like kicking a dog.
Excuse me.
The manners. I love that these droids have table manners.
I was expecting someone with your reputation to be a little older.
Well, I'm the hot young thing of the universe.
R2.
R2 has gotten a major upgrade. And this is only episode 3. So then why doesn't R2 have these powers in episode 4, 5, and 6? It's the problem with prequels. Ooh, I love the animation of the green light reflection on their cloaks and clothing. That is just a beautiful extra touch that I love. Look at that green reflection. It's so pretty. This fight scene is so aesthetic. I like General Grievous because he moves around like a big gorilla. Look at him. He's so cool. Did you guys ever have a General Grievous toy? I didn't. General Grievous really seems like something you would get in a McDonald's Happy Meal. Oh, R2 said, uh-oh. He's so cute. You know they would be through the windshield right now because none of them are wearing a seatbelt. Where are the seatbelts? Don't see them. Are you telling me that inertia doesn't happen in spaceships? Don't think so. C-3PO! Give me C-3PO. I saw his golden skin. There he is! C-3PO, he looks like he got buffed and shined. He's looking like a trophy. Trophy wife. Yay, Padme! I don't know why you love him, but I support you, girl.
Annie, I'm pregnant.
I wonder with who.
That's wonderful.
Oh, yeah? You could be more excited. I'm sorry, but if I tell my man I'm pregnant with this baby, I would want a little bit more of a reaction than that. Is Padme gonna die? Is that why Luke never knew his mom? But she can't die because she has to give birth. Is she gonna die in childbirth? And that's why he doesn't know his mom? Oh, Padme, when you brush your hair, you look like a doll. She is looking so ethereal. She invented ethereal. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, because it's true.
Annie, I want to have our baby back home on Naboo, where we can be safe.
I want us to be safe. I want us to be a family. You get pregnant and you lose all of your political rage, huh? Yeah, that's terrifying. Thank God you don't have to give birth, right? Oh, I forgot about his electronic arm. You know Padme likes it. Ooh, she's so pretty. Sleeping in full face of makeup. This is so beautiful. Little romance moment. Give it to me. My darling, did you have a nightmare?
What's bothering you?
You die in childbirth.
That's what I said. Obviously, their technology cares more about war than it does about, like, health sciences, you know? She shouldn't be able to die in childbirth if they can fly spaceships and do all this other crazy stuff.
Fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
Yoda, you're looking so wrinkly.
Death is a natural part of life.
True.
Rejoice for those around you who transform into the Force. Mourn them, do not.
So I'm learning more about their religious beliefs. My understanding is when you die, you become a part of the Force. So, like, your spirit transforms into kinetic energy to help people defeat people. I wouldn't want to do that.
Be careful of your friend, Palpatine.
That's what I'm saying. Palpatine's a little rat.
I hope you trust me, Anakin.
I don't. I love Anakin's new scar. It's a lot like Scar from The Lion King.
I'm depending on you
For what? I don't understand.
to be the eyes, ears, and voice of the Republic.
What, to be a puppet? He just wants a puppet to control. They want Anakin for his youth and his hot looks and his street cred. But Palpatine still wants to be pulling all the strings. That is such a sick room. I love that interior design. I would sit in that room. Reminds me of Blade Runner.
We do not grant you the rank of master.
How can you do this? This is outrageous.
Anakin, you are so entitled.
Outlying systems you must sweep.
We do not have many ships.
Yoda looks extra wrinkly. Ugh. It's like elephant skin.
Good relations with the Wookiees I have.
The Wookiees! I also have a good relationship with the Wookiees.
May the Force be with us all.
Oh my god! We're gonna see our favorite Wookiee, you guys. I just know it. No way they're gonna take us to Wookiee land and not show us Chewie. If we're lucky, he's gonna be a baby.
Is he not the chosen one? Is he not to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force?
A prophecy that misread could have been.
Here we go. There's that seed of doubt I'm looking for, Yoda.
Sometimes I wonder what's happening to the Jedi Order.
Me too, dude. They really do not seem to be in the know.
And the Republic has become the very evil we've been fighting to destroy.
I don't believe that. And you're sounding like a separatist.
He has never agreed with her politics from day one. Are we at a ball? Oh my god, look at that alien in her ball gown. I love that.
Sit down. Leave us.
That guy's got the best outfit and he's just a background actor. Look at that cloak. I want that thing. What are these bubbles? Is this like the opera, but we sit around and watch levitating water bubbles?
You must sense what I have come to suspect.
I would love to know what you guys can sense.
They're planning to betray me.
As they should.
The Jedi are selfless. They only care about others.
I mean, it's true. Things aren't always black and white, okay? There isn't just good and evil. But I think in Star Wars there is.
Do you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Plagueis the Wise?
I thought not.
I want to know more about this bubble. Please explain that to me.
He could use the Force to influence the midi-chlorians.
What does that
create
mean? Midi-chlorian.
life.
The Council will make up its own mind who is to go, not the Chancellor.
True. This is not a monarchy, Anakin, as much as you would like it to be. Baby Chewie. Is that Chewie? Yes, Wookiee Army! Yes! I think if I was gonna live anywhere in Star Wars, I would want to live with the Wookiees. Because they just get it. Like, I know they're deadly, but they're also very cute. And they live in this beautiful world where they can go to the beach and swim, and I love to do that. So why are they attacking the Wookiee land? They want to colonize it?
I haven't been very appreciative of your training.
No, you haven't been, Anakin.
Been arrogant.
He literally needs to be disciplined because he's never been disciplined his whole life. The only discipline he's had is like the bad luck with his mom, but that's not even discipline. That's just trauma.
And you have become a far greater Jedi than I could ever hope to be.
Well, you know what, Obi? Maybe he could have used some privileges taken away, okay? Because his head is too big and he thinks... I don't know what he thinks, but I don't like it. And if I was his master, you know what? Anakin wouldn't be so hot-headed because you know I would put him in his place. He wouldn't be able to handle the sass.
Don't give up, Padme.
Obi delivers the babies. Okay.
Obi-Wan and the Council don't trust me.
They trust you with their lives.
Honey, go back to the council meetings. I just don't understand how she's lost all of her political power. Like, this movie, she's not making any political moves, and in the last two movies, she was the baddest congresswoman ever.
I'm not gonna die in childbirth, Annie. I promise you.
No, I promise you.
I need to see more emotion, Anakin. I don't feel your pain.
Thousands of battles.
Ooh, I like that. I like their different teeth. That's a great detail. That's my favorite thing about Star Wars, is being introduced to a whole new alien species every movie. I don't know, I just love the imagination. I love the world building.
Be thankful, Viceroy.
Obi, I love that guy. Can you introduce me to him? Your pet lizard peacock? that's the Force for ya.
I've been trained in your Jedi arts.
I love Grievous. He's my favorite villain. He has 4 arms. Yes. That is sick. That actually is so sick. And they're different colors because he likes to put on a light show. Show off, Grievous. Grievous and Plagueis and Dubious. I see how they make their evil names. Oh, there they are. Their favorite thing to chop off is an arm or a hand. Ooh, I love his eyes. That is such a cool detail. Forcified. Whenever you introduce all these major powers, it's like every single time they don't use their powers, it's a cop-out. Like even the earlier scene with Yoda and the Wookiees, like Yoda could have been kicking ass. I don't know, there should be some kind of excuse. Transformers. But yeah, there should be an excuse. Like, is it too, like, mentally taxing to use the Force and you only can use it and then you need to recharge? Give me an excuse as to why they can't use the Force all the time. My poor lizard baby. He doesn't want to be doing this.
If he does not give up his emergency powers after the destruction of Grievous, then he should be removed from office.
You really think he's just gonna let himself be removed like that?
We've just received a report from Master Kenobi.
The evil people always have, like, a sexier set.
They don't trust you, Anakin.
Well, how can they trust him when he's hiding the fact that he's, like, married? And he's hiding the fact that he knows he's gonna be a baby daddy. Like, people can sense liars. Okay, and so that makes it very hard for people to trust you when you're lying to their face all the time, Anakin. He's so dumb. You don't have to have the Force to sniff out a liar.
You're the Sith Lord.
True. Behead him now!
Continue to be a pawn of the Jedi Council.
What's so painful about these movies is I know Anakin turns out to be evil, and there's nothing I can do to stop that. Too much Anakin, not enough Padme. Blah, blah, blah.
Power to save Padme.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Yeah, leave the lizard out of this. Thank you, Obi. I was like bracing myself to see the lizard get hurt. Whew, I can breathe now. Use the Force. Where's your Force? Oh, I love that. So he's not just entirely droid because he has a beating heart underneath everything. Oh, the Star Wars series, they love a cliff. You can expect to see this in every Star Wars movie. Somebody dangling off a cliff and some evil person trying to chop their hands so they fall. Oh, not Grievous. I really liked him. Can they just rebuild him?
I must go, Master.
No. For now, remain here.
Let him fight for the good side. Because he ain't gonna just dilly-dally around. And then the dark side is gonna be like, come fight with us. And then Anakin's gonna be like, okay, I'd rather fight than sit around. I'm just a woman now. Now that I'm doing what my body was made for. I'm reproducing, so I can't do anything else. Pregnant women can't be a part of the Senate, everybody. Seriously, it's just like because she's carrying as babies, she doesn't get any other plot line this movie besides the potential to die. I don't like that. Oh, did you come up with that tear all by yourself, big boy? It looked hard.
The Senate will decide your fate.
I am the Senate.
You wish. You wish. We all know Jar Jar is the real Senate. Now, where is he? I've yet to see Jar Jar in this movie. That is very unprequel-like of them. I didn't know Palpatine had it in him. Damn, this old guy can fight. We're standing at the edge of a cliff. Who's gonna fall off? I don't think it's gonna be Palpatine. Anakin, he's power walking. I don't run, I'm too cool for that.
Yow, yow.
I didn't know he could do that. Did you?
Don't let him kill me!
Palpatine, you were looking bad.
I can't hold it any longer.
Palpatine, you're the one that's doing that.
I'm too weak. Cook him.
Now you're playing up the old man.
It's not the Jedi way. It's not the Jedi way.
Please, don't.
Anakin's not gonna let that happen. They cut off another arm, and he's gonna fall off the precipice. There he goes. Austin power, my friend.
What have I done? I will do whatever you ask.
Why?
You shall be known as Darth Vader.
What? He just name dropped him.
Thank you, my master.
Why is he thanking him? Shouldn't it be Darth Vaderus? If I were to adopt a dark persona and become the evil version of myself, I would want to give myself my own alter ego name. I wouldn't want some man to name me.
Once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy.
And just like that, he's evil. It doesn't take much convincing. Where is the moral dilemma? Where is his, internal struggle? What the heck? Since when do you don a cloak hoodie? You kill one guy and now you're evil? I have to emotionally separate myself from that lizard right now because I can't bear seeing him fall. Aww, he feels the pain. Too bad you couldn't do more to prevent it. He's powerful when he chooses to be. Aww, Yoda! He's on Chewie's back.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Where did this baby come from? He's gonna kill the babies? Go home and tell your pregnant wife that you massacred children today.
Don't worry, I'm sure he'll be
She
all
should
right.
just marry C-3PO, because he would be a loyal and devoted husband. And an excellent lover. This is dark. How old were you when you watched this movie?
All these Wookiees are dead. Move to the east. Yes, sir.
Dead Wookiees. What's cooler than that?
Goodbye, Tarfor. Goodbye, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca!
Miss you, I will.
I will miss you too! Oh, he's going in a pod. Chewbacca, you can fit in there with him. So listen to me. Where is Jar Jar? That's what I want to know. Last time I saw Jar Jar, he was in charge of the Senate. He was like, me said this and blah, 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 and me said think this. Because remember, I do. Where's my Misa baby? Jar Jar is cute. And you can't just introduce him in the first two prequels and not have him in the third, okay? I'm holding out hope that Jar Jar will come save the day in the end.
The Jedi have tried to overthrow the Republic.
I can't believe that.
You lying bastard.
Have faith, my love. Everything will soon be set right.
Why is he being like this? Why doesn't he just tell her he killed the whole schoolroom of children? I really thought Anakin turning from good to evil would be much more dramatic than what I saw. What? When did his eyes change? It's like vampire powers.
The Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire.
Aren't you guys supposed to be the good guys? Like, if I heard this speech, I would be like, this speech sounds kind of evil. I don't know about this.
I must know the truth, Master.
They have it on camera. Anakin, we saw you on hologram camera killing babies.
It can't be.
Believe it, babe. She has a right to know. You better tell her the truth, Obi. She is clearly pregnant, and who do they think knocked her up? Obviously Anakin, so their little secret marriage isn't so secret it seems. Poor babies in her womb. They can't handle this stress. This costume is like one of my favorite outfits that she's worn all movie. I just love the attention to detail. When the plot is boring, at least I have the visuals to appreciate. I won't go that far as to say that the plot is boring. I want to say that it doesn't all add up. You know they're evil when they look like that.
Besides, 3PO will look after me.
3PO, her hubby. I want to see the scandal here. Like, I want to see her leave her husband for the loyal 3PO. I really ship them. Yes, Padme is in her battle outfit. Is she wearing pants? I hope she is. I want to see her with a lightsaber. Please, can I see her fight somebody, please? She deserves it. Like, she needs to reclaim her power because she had so much power in the last movie. And since the beginning of this movie, she's been so powerless.
He said you've turned to the dark side, that you killed younglings.
No, not the younglings. It's true, though.
Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
She is such a good actor. She can act circles around this man.
Let her go.
Another helpless woman. Yeah, this literally is domestic abuse, actually.
If you're not with me,
then you're against me.
Then you're my enemy.
Same thing. Oh, this is very fast-paced. This is a good fight. Not as cool as the fight with Grievous, but a close second.
A new apprentice you have, Emperor? Or should I call you Darth Sidious?
Oh, you got him there, Yoda. I love Yoda. You guys, if I was anybody in Star Wars, I think I might be Yoda because the sass is real. Except I wouldn't be Yoda because I would be much more powerful. And I wouldn't be a bystander when all the shit is going down. And I would be way more in touch with the future than Yoda is. Okay. I like it when they spin around. Okay, choreography. This is like watching a dance performance.
My little green friend.
My little green friend. That's cute.
Why leave?
Oh. Oh, that was kind of sexy, Anakin, not gonna lie. There needs to be more gay sex in Star Wars. I love seeing Yoda fight because he just jumps all around like a little kitty cat. Look at him! Yoda is the cat of all the Star Wars aliens because he's little and he's got big ears and big eyes. Uh-oh. Not this movement. Oh. High kick. Okay. He's been stretching. Oh my god. I know he's gonna live, but I am worried for Yoda now that I think about him as a cat. Palpatine? He's never looked better. Where do the electric powers come from? And you know what, you guys? I remember R2-D2 has the same power. Earlier in this movie, R2-D2 did the same thing that Palpatine's doing right now. R2-D2 is just as powerful, if not more powerful. Actually, I truly believe that R2-D2 is more powerful than Palpatine. Like, he has way more powers. I literally just had that memory of when Yoda actually dies, and I got so sad. And I remember how Luke didn't even care. I'll never forget that. Yoda dies alone. I do like the aesthetics of like the volcano erupting around them. It's so dramatic. Oh my god. Yes! He looks like a little cat crawling through a tunnel. That was so cute, not gonna lie. Are you guys like hot right now? I don't think that you could be like that close to spewing lava and just be okay. I mean, just imagine like frying something in a pan with all the hot oil popping on you. That's that times 1,000. Not the lava waterfall. What are they gonna do? They're fast approaching the waterfall. I mean, the lava fall. They really should have got me on these vocals. I could have contributed a lot. No, he is not just floating on something in lava. Are you kidding me? This is the most outrageous thing. They are not just standing on lava like that. Okay, whatever. Maybe they're just alien and lava doesn't affect them the way it affects us humans. That is my rationale. Otherwise, can't make it make sense. Okay, I will say, Anakin may be a bad actor, but he's really good at giving those evil eyes. If you guys were just better at educating Anakin, maybe this wouldn't happen. Maybe they should have put Anakin in school with the younglings and he wouldn't have turned evil. He got his legs! Ooh, you know, I didn't see that coming. They love to get a limb.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
I feel his pain. Obi, you're giving it your all. You were supposed to be the chosen one. That's my favorite quote out of this whole movie. Ooh, okay. I feel that rage, Anakin. Where's that been this whole time?
My brother Anakin! I loved you!
Ugh, I live for these dramatics. Oh, and he's catching fire! You know they would have been catching fire earlier when they were standing on top of lava, headed towards the lava waterfall. Like, why is he now catching fire? Just because he got his legs severed? And this is why he wears the mask. Hello, backstory. He needs to stop, drop, and roll. If he went to youngling school, he would know that. Here it comes. The babies are coming. If I don't see any babies from Padme's wound by the end of this, I am going to be utterly disappointed. Are they going to have to C-section her with a lightsaber? Cut her open? That's dark. Oh, show him to me. Show me that burnt body. Okay. Ew, Anakin. It's like Harry Styles when he just shaved his head. Like, don't you know that's your sex appeal?
Medically, she's completely healthy. For reasons we can't explain, we are losing her.
She's dying of a broken heart.
She has lost the will to live.
Same girl.
She's carrying twins.
Oh, she's carrying twins! I already knew that. She is so good at acting. Where's the egghead, though? Ooh, that's a sexy shot right there. Oh! That's good. Now, I will say that's good. I love to hear Darth Vader's I can't imagine the rest of the sequels without hearing that Now that's too bad. This whole movie, she was nothing but a vessel for these children. She wasn't her own woman. She didn't have any agency, any decision making. This whole movie, she was just riding out that wave, and I don't appreciate it. Give me a more dramatic death. Like, don't tell me how she's gonna die in the beginning of the movie and then have her die exactly that way. It's not very, like, cinematic or surprising.
Is she safe?
No, Darth Vader. You left her, so she gave up and died. Look at that crotch, though. It's, like, very emphasized. It's like they want me to stare at it. Anakin, If you really cared about her, you would have been there when she was giving birth to your own children.
I will take the child and watch over him.
If you raise them together, then that destroys the possibility of them falling in love later on, right? So the only rational way is to keep them separated so that when they get older, there's a little bit of an incest plot. So he is taking Leia. They don't really care about Luke as much as they care about Leia.
Have the protocol droid's mind wiped.
What? Oh! No, they didn't. They are wiping R2-D2 and C-3PO's memory just to make the prequels make sense in the chronology with the originals. Whatever. Who's that? Is that Leia? We got my Jar Jar! I knew he would come back at the end. Wow. Women are so beautiful when they're dead. There is nothing more poetic and beautiful than a dead woman who died from childbirth in a world where technology is boundless and we can clone humans. There's the Death Star, right? This whole movie I've been asking where the Death Star is. There it is. What if Leia came out of the womb with space buns? They should have done that. The privileged one. This one will be raised in wealth. Okay, and here's the impoverished farmer one. It builds character. There's that Luke Skywalker theme. I love to hear it. You guys know this plays in Star Wars A New Hope when he looks out at the sunset. Honestly, I just feel like this movie didn't have its priorities straight, if I'm being honest. They really just threw in all of the important things at the end, like seeing the birth of Luke and Leia and how they ended up separated. Jar Jar just came in at the end all willy-nilly. How could they just do Jar Jar dirty like that? Jar Jar was so important in the first two prequels, and now all of a sudden he doesn't even get a single line in the third prequel? I mean, I have to assume it's just because of the public perception of Jar Jar. I see you guys in my comments hating on my guy Jar Jar, but Misa love him. And Misa think he's so cute and I miss him, and this movie could be way better off with him in it. Where's the comedic relief? They completely wiped away C-3PO's personality. He's kind of like a nobody. R2-D2 got some more action scenes, which I appreciate, and a lot more squealing. Kind of cute, but also kind of alarming. I do believe there are a lot of plot holes. Just things narratively that just didn't play out the way they're supposed to. You know, typically in movies, at the beginning of a movie, you introduce a concept, the movie plays out, and then something happens to bring it full circle. I guess the example I'm thinking of off the top of my head, oh, I just lost it. Like the example of them bringing up Dark Plagueis, which is just such a freaking funny ass name. So we hear all the backstory about Darth Plagueis and how he conquered death and he could bring people back to life. I totally thought Dark Plagueis would come to Darth Vader maybe in like the spirit realm, kind of the way after Obi-Wan dies, he can talk to Luke through the Force. I thought that Darth Plagueis would communicate to Darth Vader, and that's how Darth Vader has the power to build the suit and live forever. But Darth Plagueis never comes back. It felt like forever that Palpatine was just going on telling the whole backstory of Plagueis, only for Plagueis to never really appear or have any importance to this movie. And then, at the end, all willy-nilly, they're like, oh, Qui-Gon, he has the power of immortality and bringing people back from the dead because of the Netherworld. I'm like, what? I got whiplash. Like, hello, what is the Netherworld? How can Qui-Gon, a person who's a Jedi and on the good side, have that power? Like, it just doesn't make sense, especially since earlier in the movie they introduced that concept being like a Sith power. Maybe they were just trying to like foreshadow The way that even though Darth Vader can conquer death because he survives the volcano attack, Darth Vader can't heal himself because Plagueis couldn't. And I'm like actually so pissed off. Like I actually can't express to you in words how much it bothers me what they did to Padme in this movie. Like Padme is just so freaking cool in the first two prequels. Like that's what the first two prequels have going for them. It's Padme. And they know that, okay? They know that. Because Padme is still like a leading character. But just because Padme is going to be the one to give birth to the twins, she doesn't get any other, I don't know. She really just got reduced down to her reproductive parts in this movie. It's like the only reason she was here in this movie was to give birth to children and nothing more. She got her heart broken. She lost her will to live. Like, girl, I've been there. But the last movie, you were just so powerful. And she was so educated. And she was a political leader. And she was having these fiery debates with Anakin about humanity and about government. And from the beginning, they disagreed about how to rule a government. But they still, because they were in love, they still rushed into getting married. I don't know, I guess I expected them to have more like conflict about their different political views, and I expected her to see through him and, I don't know, take her power back. She can still die in the end. It makes sense that she dies because this is episode 3. In episode 4, Luke has no mother. And she's never mentioned. So it does, like I knew going into this movie that she was probably gonna die. What I didn't know was that she's pretty much a nobody and she's just here to give birth and then die. If I was more educated in the Star Wars universe, I would come to you guys with a whole essay on how the Jedi and the Sith relate to our Western politics, because there's a lot of overlap there. And they're obviously drawing a lot of inspiration from our real life history. And I just don't really fully have my brain wrapped around it because I'm still just trying to understand the Star Wars universe. This is my first impressions, but wow, I mean, there is a lot to be said there. I mean, just things that hit home with Anakin, you know, believing everything he's told because he's been trained to be a Jedi, and he's believing that the Jedi are good and they do good and they're on the good side. But then Senator Palpatine, who's on the Sith side, you know, he plants doubt into Anakin's head where Anakin's like, just because I've been raised to believe that the Jedi are good, does that mean that they're necessarily good? Whenever, I don't know, I just liked seeing that arc of Anakin's education and his eyes being opened and just having that struggle of like which side is actually good, because just because I've been taught that something is right, we see how easy it is for the Sith to do the same thing. I think it would be more interesting if the series was more morally gray and there's that kind of in between of like what's good and what's bad. I think that there's more struggle and more passion in those kind of plot lines. Yeah, it doesn't make sense how Anakin in the blink of an eye just made one bad decision and then decided he's totally evil. He has no sympathy for children all of a sudden. All of a sudden, he doesn't really care about Padme unless she's alive. Like, whatever. He's doing all of this because he wants to keep her alive. That's just a lame excuse with the way he breaks her heart when he talks to her. Ugh. So annoying. This movie is so annoying. It's definitely 10 times better than the last movie. I'll give it that. Attack of the Clones felt 10 times longer. This movie, it was long, but I didn't feel the weight of the 2 hours and 27 minutes the way that I did with Attack of the Clones. And I couldn't tell you exactly what it was that I hated so much about this movie, because this movie I hate with so much more passion. I think maybe the last movie was just a lot more useless and pointless. Like, the first movie introduced us to all of our prequel characters as they are now. We met Padme. I'm like, what even happened in the last movie? Because the most interesting thing was the clones. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things in the margins of the Star Wars plot. And I think if we had a different director or maybe just a different script writer, they could bring out the things that are more interesting. I just think that Star Wars is a lot more willing to fudge things and like introduce powers and then show us scenes where those powers don't get used, which is my biggest pet peeve in any franchise. Like, I don't want there to be a magical character with a set of powers and then see a situation where the magical character could use said powers, but for some reason, unbeknownst to me, they don't. And then they never explain why. That just happened over and over again to this movie. Okay, I need to stop critiquing it because I can hear all of you guys already yelling at me in the comments. So focusing on the positive, Padme, her outfits slayed, every single one. The visuals were there. Like 2005, I didn't know 2005 CGI could look that good. I really didn't. And I love the dramatics of the volcano scene, even though none of it made sense. Like, you don't just stand on lava and not catch fire, but then later on catch fire randomly. That's just not how it happens. Ooh, I loved the Wookiee scene. That's a big favorite. And I think the other most memorable scene is just Anakin killing all those kids. I never expected that. I never expected to see that. What a crazy movie this was. If somebody looks evil and they sound evil, they're probably evil. Palpatine, to me, was very obviously evil from the beginning. I don't know why it took everybody so long to catch on that he was the undercover Sith. That just didn't make sense to me. If they could just explain these discrepancies, then I would be fine. Like I said, like, if using the Force needed a refractory period after every time, I'd be like, okay, that's why they're using their lightsabers instead of just whoosh, pushing somebody back with the power of their kinetic energy. Oh, that was also very interesting. I forget what the exact line was, but there is a line when I think Yoda is telling Anakin, like, oh, death is just a part of life, and at least when you die, you get to become a part of the Force. That is an interesting piece of lore, and I love that. I love things that expand the universe and the lore of Star Wars, and I want more of that. Like, what happens to you after you die? That is so interesting, that maybe your spirit goes and becomes this energy that people in the Jedi can tap into and use to move things. Like, that is so interesting. And you know what isn't interesting? Seeing people go pew 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 for half the movie. That's not interesting. I'm sorry, but it's not. It's cool for like 5 seconds when they do a really cool turn or a high kick. I'm like, oh, I see you. Other than that, it's just like my eyes are like fighting to not glaze over. Because when all I'm hearing is zoom, zoom, pew, 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 zoom, I get real bored real quick. Okay. Haters, give me everything you got. Prove me wrong in the comments. This is just a hot girl's first impressions, okay? If you disagree, let me know. If there's something I'm missing, let me know. Okay, you guys, you've made it to the end of this video. It's time for me to say thank you to my Patreon supporters and my channel members. You guys are the whole reason why I'm able to dedicate all this time to creating and editing these YouTube videos for you guys. Members of my Patreon can expect to see videos early, as well as extra camcorder vlogs that I make. It's just a great way to support me if you care. So, thank you guys. I love you. Until next time, Camcorder Camerin signing out.